This is just an experiment to see if this works. I'm back at school, and life just goes on. It's quite a new book, The Last American Tour, or The Great American Tour, or anyway, he's to the collapse in 15, no, 20 years. And the American Empire, oh, that's a nice view. And then the rocket, chokes out and starts to go through its arc and then head down to the floor of the canyon. Well, it's really far away, and the wind is whistling through Wiley's ears, and it's still a nice view, and it's so refreshing. But the ground is getting closer and closer, and see it. Woo-wee. And that's us. We are now hurtling towards the floor of the canyon. And this is going to be, a epic motif. And the powers that shouldn't be and the hidden hand, which are all transnational entities. They don't give two hoots about the United States or any place else, environmentally, culturally, right? And they play everyone off against each other, everyone's fears and anxieties. And that has what, since the Second World War, has brought the American public into this mirage of self-indulgence and, putting the face, that is the image that they want everyone to see, reflection of the materialism. Oh, look, I got this nice car and all these flashy clothes and blah, 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 blah. And, is susceptible to it, right? And I just try not to embrace it as I did 10 years ago when I was working for the Desperate Loop. And the fact that, the cadre, all my relations, these are all corporate tragedies that don't really care, just don't care, right? And, global warming, climate change, most of this has been understood so catastrophic that hundreds of thousands and millions of children were transported all over the country and from different countries at very young ages, and just plopped down to take up the obliterated population. And they forgot who and what they were, and listened to the advertised story, and history was changed, as history always is changed. And so we find ourselves in another one of these grand apocalyptic moments, which, and Donald Trump is a grand distractor. And within the construct of a rebranding, you have to not only distract, you have to disrupt. And so everything that had been a element of a base, or the last refuges of that base of a community, has to be obliterated. So there will be no place, people expected, when the great flood came into New Orleans, people thought FEMA would take care of them, but they didn't. It took them, everyone was in a stinky, big, unstable. It's ripped out of my head, and so I may just slip away. And come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, as it was in the beginning, is now, ever shall be, world without amen. Okie doke. The smell of the polyurethane is bubbling up here. Okay. Maybe I'll wait till 10 minutes. And then every day and everything we make it stronger. So I'd love it if you guys went off and looked at my other shows on my channel, Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Al Bob. And that's about all I can say. And I'll talk to you later. And I'm going to kind of leave you now.